Hi, Vanessa here. In this video I am going to demonstrate how to crochet the thermal stitch. So I'm going to demonstrate the thermal stitch in single crochet stitches. Right here I have a little sample that I've worked with single crochets, and the thermal stitch gives it a thicker and more dense fabric. Okay, and once you know how to work the single crochet thermal stitch, you can apply that to different stitches. Okay, so for example, this one that I'm working on, so I started here with single crochet thermal stitch, and then I continued in pattern working the same method to keep that dense, thicker fabric. Okay, so let's get started then. Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to use this yarn here. This is Lion Brand's Kobo, and this one is their 24/7 cotton yarn. And this is something that I'm working on, so I'm just going to use this for the tutorial, and I'm going to show you how to work the thermal stitch in single crochets. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little swatch. Okay, so I'm just going to chain a few stitches here. Okay, so what you want to do is crochet into one loop. Okay, so if you're looking at this, you see the V stitches, you're going to want to just crochet into the top loop, I guess, if you want to call it either the top loop or the back loop, because most of the time when you're working with the chain stitches, it's sort of facing towards you, so it will be the top loop, or if it's facing up like this, it is the back loop. Okay, so we're skipping this first loop stitch here, chain stitch, we're working into this second one, so right into the top loop. Okay, we're going to work one single crochet, and then you're going to repeat that across. So just work one single crochet across your chain stitches through the top or back loop. Okay, so I'm finishing up this row here. Okay, so now what you want to do is you're going to chain one and turn. Okay, so this here is the turning chain, so you're not going to work the turning chain. You're going to work in the back loop. Okay, so this is the front loop here, and this is the back loop. Okay, and then you're also going to work into the loop from your chain stitch. Okay, down here. That's why we worked into the top loop, because in the second row we're working the bottom loop. Okay, so I did my chain one and turned, so now I'm going to insert my hook into the back loop. Okay, if you're looking at the top, there's the back loop, and then into that bottom loop there from your chain stitches, and then that's how you're going to work your single crochet. So pull through both of those loops and work your single crochet. Okay, next stitch. So if I show you the top, which is what you will see when you're holding your work, back loop, and then down here, that's your chain stitch. Okay, okay, next one, through the back loop and the bottom loop of the chain stitch. Okay, work your single crochet. So it's like folding your first row in half because you're working the top and the bottom loops. Okay. So just repeat that all the way across. I feel like the edge stitch is a little harder to see. So here is my back loop from this one, and then the bottom loop. Okay, so if you look here, we worked into the back loop. So these loops down here are the front loops of the last row. We're going to be working into those as well. So chain 1 and turn, and then that's the chain stitch. So this one here is where we work into the back loop. And then if you look down here, this loop here was the front loop of the last row that we worked. So you want to insert your hook there and then work your single crochet. Okay, so now the next stitch, okay, this is the current row, through the back loop and then through the front loop from the last row. Okay, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through both loops and work your single crochet. Okay, next loop, that's the back loop, and then the front loop from the last row. And it's pretty easy to find both loops, so it's not like you're looking too hard to try and find those loops. Okay, so there is our second row, and we're just going to repeat that. Okay, chain 1 and turn, and then working into the back loops of the current row and the front loop that we skipped on the previous row. Pull through both loops and then just complete your single crochet. Okay, back loop, front loop, yarn over and complete your single crochet. Okay, so let me work a few more rows and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've worked a few rows. Okay. To finish off a thermal stitch, you're just going to chain 1 and turn, and then instead of working through the back loop as we've been doing, you're going to insert your hook through both loops and then through that front loop from the last row, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops and then complete your single crochet. Okay, through both loops from the current row, through the front loop from the last row, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, okay, so I have my thermal stitch done. Okay, so this is thicker than your normal single crochet stitch. Okay, by including your last row, it adds a little thickness and fullness to the fabric. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, and I'll see you in my next video.